Hey Patriots, today's October 23rd. We've got some J6 chatting to do, a lot of news, and I was just watching Trump speaking down in Georgia, and turns out they had 19,000 people inside the stadium, and he just decided to stand up and walk outside and see the group of people that was outside. It was an amazing thing, man. It was so cool. So Trump is rocking it right now. Excuse me. There's a picture of that. Hi, Deb. Bye. So I haven't done a stream since the Trump Town Hall in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I was there with Jamie Crow. That was a great time. We got to sit way up front. We got there very early. Had a cool scene outside with the crowd. And got in, had a pleasant event. Wasn't too much... I wouldn't call it a hostile venue, but it wasn't exactly friendly. A lot of people will tell you that, and then, yeah, so anyways, the next morning I find out my whole YouTube channel is gone. It's gone. So, and it was quite a headache to figure that one out. Apparently I'd gotten 2 strikes on some videos that were over a year old on medical misinformation, and Google ticked me down for some reason that they never really told me, and I protested and got the channel back. Got my Google back. I don't know what the deal was with the Google thing. Probably trolls. Those conniving little trolls, they do it every time. So right here is a scene of Trump speaking outside of that Georgia venue. And it was the first time when Trump was speaking, and he just says, yeah, there's all these people outside. And he just stood up and said, well, let's go outside then. So here we are, we're outside. It's absolutely gorgeous out. Wanted to get some of the fall colors on camera here. It's just the leaves are turning, and sometimes they start turning colors and it rains, and then the next thing you know they're gone. So let's just be outside for a little bit, like Trump said. Hey, critical thinker, how's it going, man? So some of the news from J6, when we left off last Saturday, we're on a call to action here for Guy Reffitt, and he's in a really small prison in Oklahoma right now. We had a call to action, the Okmulgee County Jail, another pleasant place to stay. Mold all over the place. The linens that they give you for the bed, you get one sheet in there and it's stained and torn, and they don't even wash them for you. You got to find a mop bucket somewhere to wash your sheets. People sleeping on the floor. The place is overloaded. The DOJ is dumping people in there to make it just to hide people, I think, man. Guy Reffitt found himself in there, and they are definitely retaliating against Guy Reffitt, probably because Nicole Reffitt is at the Freedom Corner every night, and loud and proud, and making the best of it out there, you know. So the call to action was to a gal named Nicole Fleming. She is from the Office of Offender Advocacy. Her number is 405 425-7068. They also have a Oklahoma House of Representatives guy named Josh Rasheen. His number in Washington is area code 202-225-2701. And then there's another guy we can call down there. His name's David Boydston, Boydston. He is a jail inspector and investigator. And his phone number is 405-426-8170. So if you want those numbers again, I'm just going to do a short live stream here. We'll have to just go back and listen to it and get them off of there. I want to breeze through this stuff here. So yeah, we're hoping for the best for Guy Reffitt down there. He's also getting jacked around by the court system. His 1512 charge was dropped because the Supreme Court said so, and they're still trying to figure out something else to charge him with, basically. All right, Deb Vi was out voting. Excellent. Wow, a 1.5 to 2 hour line all day. Oof. So I'm trying to figure out what I can do in Pennsylvania to vote early. This voting early thing seems to be working pretty good for Trump. And just trying to figure out the rules here. I got on their website. It was an indecipherable website for me to navigate, at least. I think I can't just go in and I don't know. It's as confusing as it could possibly be, man. Hi, Cleo. Yep, here we are. We're back. Trump has been on fire. Well, let's finish up Freedom Corner, though. Last night at Freedom Corner, there was some opposition there. Another reason I just wanted to come outside into the woods and just come outside, have some fresh air, look at some scenery, and not have to deal with trolls. Sorry, Mike. You little conniving little snitch, you. I hope you're proud of yourself, Mike. What are you going to do when Trump wins? Cleo, I have no word lately. No, and I'm looking to find information about how Silly for him is doing right now. She's in the fight of her life, and I'm praying for her every day. She's going through some chemo treatments and just had one recently, so I didn't feel right to call her. And we're praying for Silly for him, man. What a hero, what an American patriot she is. But last night at Freedom Corner, there was some opposition there. Irrelevant, meaningless, and weak as usual. And looked like there was about 15 patriots there at the corner. Wow. Excuse me. And one of the nights, Guy Reffitt called. Guy Reffitt called in to Freedom Corner. I got to hear a phone call from him. That was pretty special, man. We haven't heard from Guy in a long time. So, patriots, we just got to remain in prayer, keep our eyes on the Lord. He will guide us through this as he has every day. We don't have to ask him that he will guide us through it. We have to thank him for guiding us through it. He promises. We live on those promises. And we walk in faith with no fear on those promises. So there's no doubt about it. The Lord's hand is going to be with us. There's no doubt about it. The Lord's hand is on Trump right now. He did a talk at a church convention, I believe it was, a day or two ago. And if you want to hear where Trump's heart is coming from, I would recommend that rally that he did, like with a bunch of religious leaders. He then did another one with the Hispanic people. They all prayed over him. Trump is definitely the guy who is appointed by God to lead us out of this mess, if we are to get out of this mess. So in other news, I'm just going to breeze through the notes I took, man. Trump did an interview with Maria Bartiromo, where he said FJB is a fool. The Afghanistan pullout was foolish. We left them Bagram Air Base, which is 1 hour away from China. I mean, it's just over and over, man. Oh, wow, we have an angry patriot here. I'm just going to leave that up. Your stupidity is immortalized on YouTube. You can delete that if you want, Angry Patriot, but we'll just leave that up there, man. Yeah, the biggest air base in the world, in Bagram Air Base, was billions and billions of dollars, in addition to the $85 billion that in military equipment that we left there. The rats are definitely freaking out, as you can tell. And it's a thing of beauty. It is a thing of beauty, man. Donald Trump is just rocking the boat. Kamala is nowhere to be seen. We got Obama screaming and yelling from the stage. Kamala's getting all angry. They're all getting angry. They ain't showing the joy anymore, you know? That's all right, Angry Patriot. We got a screenshot there. There is going to be more disclosure coming out about the Coachella, California, supposed attempted assassination attempt there. I think we're going to uncover some corruption there in Coachella. The DOJ is suing Virginia for removing 6,000 non-citizens from the voter rolls. There's our government looking out for all of us Americans by suing the state that is trying to get non-citizens off of their voter rolls, man. There was a governor's fiscal policy report card, and guess who came in last? None other than Minnesota's Governor Tampon Timmy. Ranked last, and that was Kamala's pick. She's such a genius. Kamala's speeches we're finding out when she talks about health-related issues, it's nothing but a copy and paste from the CDC websites. And Kamala says she will legalize weed after putting thousands in jail for weed in California. It's just the stupidity, the irony, the hypocrisy is so thick right now. It's amazing. It is really amazing. Hello, Penny Gregory. Hello, Allie Waters. What else, man? Oh, Trump in his speeches. He's going to liberate Colorado. Colorado is under siege. It's just a handful of apartment buildings under attack there, but as the mainstream media pointed out to Donald Trump when he was being interviewed, but it's just a handful. It's just a handful. Just like it was just a handful of buildings got demolished on 9/11 in 2001. You know, it was just a handful of buildings. So I guess it's all right to them that happened. Once again, the irony and the hypocrisy is amazing, man. What else happened? Oh, McDonald's. Trump worked at McDonald's, man. He's serving fries at the window. After Kamala told us she worked at McDonald's. And then McDonald's came out in a statement and said, we have no records of Kamala Harris working for us, ever. Trump goes and works at McDonald's. Definitely pointed out that how no human hands ever touched the French fries there. And what do I see on the boob tube this morning or yesterday was an E. coli breakout at McDonald's. How about that, you know? It's right on cue to MSM thrashing on McDonald's right after they gave Trump a little boost and let him work there, man. Isn't that amazing? E. coli breakout. I would rest assured we should wait and see if anybody other than mainstream media reports on an E. coli breakout, but I don't want to give health advice. But yeah, whatever. It's just so crazy. If you can't see it now, I don't know what to tell you. There's going to be a lot of people in some pretty bad shape when this is all over and done with. Crazy fact, 23% of all the taxes that you pay, all the taxes, the tariffs and fees that the government collects from us, Americans, goes to pay the interest on all the loans that they took out, on the $36 trillion of debt. 23% of it is just wasted on interest payments there. This is the government that we put our trust into, and they're out of control. They've gone rogue. We're going to get our control back here on November 5th. Trump's 15 minutes on working at McDonald's received more airtime than both of the assassination attempts combined. Imagine that. When you add up all the time MSM spent talking about it, they talked about McDonald's more than they talked about the 2 assassination attempts. Kamala. Somebody yells out, "Jesus is Lord," at a Kamala rally. And Kamala immediately tears into him and says, "You're in the wrong rally." So we know where Kamala's standing. Trump's going and talking to church leaders and, talking about God's hand in his life. And Kamala's like kicking Jesus believers out of her rallies. Isn't that amazing? It's like right out in the open. So you can't tell me that the hand of God isn't in all this, man. He's making it happen right before our eyes. We don't even got to do anything. They're doing it themselves, just like these trolls are doing it by themselves here. Because they are all by themselves. They can't save themselves. And then next thing you know, all of a sudden, everybody that went to a freaky party is giving Kamala speeches, is promoting Kamala. You know, we got Eminem stepping up. We got all these people, man. So I think what happens here is that we have a graph that explains this. So you got the bubble of people that were the Epstein guest list and the Diddy guest list, and where they merge are all the celebrities that are coming out to support Kamala. Take note who is supporting Kamala right now, because there is no doubt about it, they are not doing it voluntarily, and they are doing it because they got something to hide. Kamala had one job to do while she was vice president. She can't think of anything that Joe Biden did that she would do different. And then 2 days later, she has a plan on what she's going to do different. she was assigned one job that we can all remember, and that was she was put in charge of the border. And look at what she did with that. She had one job to do. That was it. Well, cool, Cleo. I'll give a call to Jamie and see what she says. Yeah, I got a pretty full plate here, man. I've been wrenching on the van for the last 2 days, but that's all done now. What else? Oh, Tulsi Gabbard decided to join the Republican Party. Kamala's out touring with Liz Cheney and some generals that Dee is talking about here in the chat. Oh my goodness, it's so funny right now, actually. So Tulsi's just making it official, became a member of the Republican Party. And what I see happening is this, Kamala is out saying that she is the new generation, but she's touring, with Obama and Liz Cheney and all the old generation, and she's the new generation. But what we see happening around Trump is a new generation of people. We got Vance, we got the Trump sons also getting pretty active in politics. We got Tulsi Gabbard, Robert Kennedy Jr. He's not young generation, but he's he hasn't been in politics really before. I mean, he's been an attorney. Yeah, Tulsi's a World Economic Forum graduate, but there are a couple people. Maria Bartiromo is also a World Economic Forum graduate, but we just gotta wait and see, man. Put her in charge of something and see how she does, man. Give her the keys, see if she takes care of the car, Yeah, Pepsi was the new generation. In one of the speeches that Trump is getting, I can't even keep them all straight anymore. There's so many of them. But he specifically said, God saved me for a purpose. That's what Trump said. God saved him for a purpose. He spared his life on more than one occasion. And that purpose is to make America great again. And I gotta admit, I think the same thing is true for my life. With all the stuff I've been through all my life, everything, all the hardships have prepared me and toughened me up to make me better, to stand strong and resist attacks. And my life has been spared at least a half a dozen times, man. At least a half a dozen times. So miraculous preservations lead us to right here where we are right now, man. Oh, and I can't forget, Joe Biden is saying that they're going to have to arrest Trump now. So I guess he woke up from his nap, got off the beach, put some pants on, and came in and said, well, we're going to have to arrest Trump. They know they're not going to win the election, I guess, apparently. And then we also had Jamie Raskin signaling about they're going to not certify the election and stuff. So November 5th, we're going to elect Trump into office, and then we're going to watch what they do. They're going to lose their minds. Joe Biden isn't using the legal system as a weapon, is he? But he's right there on television saying they're going to have to go arrest Trump. Like, didn't they already go and arrest Trump like 5 times now? Jack Smith is still conniving on that. Trump has defeated all of them because They were corrupt court cases, just like all the 2020 election court cases were corrupt. Just like the Rudy Giuliani court case is corrupt, just like the Alex Jones court case is corrupt. This is weaponized justice system. It will live in infamy, and hopefully we're going to get beyond this and have a beautiful, beautiful country. We're also going to have to go through the Republican Party, just like the Georgia Board of Elections is going, or the Virginia Board of Elections is going through the voter rolls. And we're going to have to go on a rhino hunt for 2026. So I'm going to be gearing up for that on November 6th, I think. That's right, Sapphire Patriot. November 5th, we going crazy. It's just a crazy world, man. I mean, it couldn't be more blatantly obvious in your face, man. These people have nothing but lying, cheating, and stealing. We see it in our chats. These people are just raving lunatics that they think they get some information and they put it out there to try to scare you or threaten you. And it's all meaningless, you know? Come at me. Come at me. It get your channel like in trouble from a video from a year ago. Whatever, dudes. Whatever. Trump's going to win whether I'm on YouTube or not, right? It ain't me. I'm on that team. But it's just, you guys are meaningless and weak out there who are fighting against this. And for God's sakes, we're fighting for you, you know? One of these days, it's going to dawn on you what you've done. And you're going to be living in your own shame. And furthermore, you don't even know why you're attacking us, because God is sending you here to hear about the gospel and the message of salvation, because you can't save yourself, okay? So, I mean, we see all this in operation around us, and we know what's going on, and we don't walk in fear. And you guys are just like rats on a ship that's sinking, just jumping ship and lashing out at whatever you can, man. And it's comical at this point now. It's been happening for so long, it's just freaking comical. You trolls were all out there wearing face masks. Admit it. Admit it. You were wearing face masks. You trolls were all scared you were going to lose your job. I don't know what else to tell you. God's been bringing you here for a year now. Accept Jesus as your Savior, and your blood ain't on my head. If I didn't tell you that, and I knew you were here, and I know you're here, then your blood would be on my head, because I have that truth. I have that knowledge, that wisdom that only comes from God. And it ain't because of anything I did. It ain't because I asked him. He just put it in my head and made me aware of this. And if I didn't tell you that Jesus is Lord, your blood would be on my head. And all us other believers, we got to understand that too. We're here to spread the message. And if you don't tell, that's the watchman on the wall story right there from the scriptures. If you're the watchman on the wall and the enemy comes and invades your city and you didn't give warning, everyone's blood is on your head. So there we go. So God gave me a YouTube channel so I can tell you trolls and you spooks about Jesus, and there you go. I just did it. And that's that. And I feel good. I can sleep well at night. And I hope you can too. So, anyways, yeah, it's a wonderful weekend coming up here. Joe Rogan is going to be interviewing Trump on Friday. That's probably going to be one of the biggest Joe Rogans ever. And all kinds of exciting stuff ahead, for sure. Trump ain't quitting. He's talking about, like, Kamala took a day off. He's like, what, there's 14 days left in this election, and she's taking a day off? Probably because they're all fighting amongst themselves in there, you know? The joy is really showing from the opposition side right now. They are losing their minds. MAGA Warriors just put a crazy video out of some lady who came up to one of their doors and has got the doorbell camera Check that out, man. Oh my God. MAGA Warriors, oh, by the way, wants to get everyone to subscribe to another channel called MAGA Warriors 2, just in case they go through some hard times with YouTube. And we're all just getting adjusted to the new reality and rolling with the punches, man. CFR Patriot says, United Revival DC this Saturday. All right. We'll be looking forward to that. I don't know any details about that one. We'll definitely be looking for it, man. Glory B is down, giving aid to the hurricane victims. That's still ongoing down there. It's going to be a long time for the affected people down in North Carolina, Tennessee, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida to rebuild. But we got Patriots on the ground. I just watched a cool video from Cletus McFarland. He's like a Motorhead dude I watch every once in a while. He has a helicopter. He went down to North Carolina like the day after, and it was an amazing thing that was going on there. So this was a week and a half before FEMA showed up, right? There were 37 privately owned helicopters in that area, like a day or two after that hurricane hit, man. All privately operated, operating on their own dime, all of them flying missions, saving lives. We don't need FEMA. FEMA is an organization. We don't need it, man. We give them money to do things, and then they cry that they're broke, and then they show up late. And when they do show up, they're fighting amongst themselves. It takes two people to carry a freaking piece of firewood, you know. It's all being revealed, Patriots. We can get along just fine without this big bloated government making us safe. We make ourselves safe with the Second Amendment, with our morals. We don't need big government to make us safe, man. I'm complaining about FEMA because we don't need them, man. They're a waste of time. They're down there interfering with the help that other patriots are giving, man. And if you don't see that, D, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, Party Bonzos, thanks, man. It is good to be back. It is what it is. I'll try to keep it rolling as long as God wills. You know, God will be done on earth as it is in heaven. If he wants me here, he's going to make it so. And we'll just get through all the hurdles by his power. So, all right, Patriots, we head out to Freedom Corner, watch that show down tonight. Hopefully you guys have a peaceful night, Sherry. You guys did well last night dealing with the loudmouths there. It was fun watching the cops just sit there and do nothing for yet another night, letting peaceful Americans whose, you know, prayer and they're trying to honor their people that are heroes, and they just let people scream at you like that. It's part of what is going to go down in history for the DC Metro cops, man. Definitely go check out Tommy Tatum's channel. He is putting out on video all the unseen J6 video that most of America hasn't seen yet. We know that they used the J6 videos from January 6th at the Capitol to inflame and hypnotize the American people. Go look at Tommy Tatum's videos that he's putting up. He's got stuff on the pipe bomber. He's got stuff on the police brutality. He's got stuff on Roseanne Boylan's death. And it's pretty brutal. When you see it, when you see the footage that wasn't put on TV, it's pretty obvious what was going on there then that day, Patriots. And that's something that we've known since day one. But we're conspiracy theorists because that's what the TV told us, man. Mentally challenged on display. That's a good way of putting it. All right, Patriots, it's getting dark out. It was just nice to get outside. Like Trump, let's get out, let's go outside. So I took his advice, came outside and did a stream, man. God bless you, Patriots, especially you Patriots down on Freedom Corner, man. Check out CFR Patriots page too, or channel.
She says she just put a Candace Owens article on her page. Candace Owens is going after Kamala. There's all kinds of information about her and her lies, how she's manipulating black people. Black people are seeing right through it more and more. It's awesome, man. Try to keep up, Patriots, but in the meantime, no fear and enjoy the show. God bless you. This is Jericho, over and out.